Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. I decided to do one of my Saturday morning live. Sorry. Yeah, and it was a little bit of a last minute. I wasn't sure that I was going to get on this morning, but I had a little inspiration. So, first off, good morning. My name is Elisa. This is Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. And I hung up my new background. So I'm testing that out as well as just coming on the chat. But anyway, if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit. But yeah, I normally am talking about all things cruising over here. Have a lot of great friends that I've been making through YouTube that come on and chit chat about their cruises coming up or getting prepared, or just we just share stories over here. So first off, just want to say thanks for stopping by. I'm really excited though this morning. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on getting on this morning, but when I got up, and I am an early bird, I am an early bird, and I got up and I see people coming on. You guys are so great. Good morning, Marjorie. How are you? Happy Saturday to you. And good morning, Team Reach Travels. I was just about to talk about you, so I'm glad you are on as well. Good morning, Scott. Controversial Cruising. Hello, friend. I was wondering if you were going to bless us with a Saturday live. Well, thank you so much. I wasn't sure either. What really wasn't planning to. The weather is going to be nice today. The sun is starting to come up. It's probably already about 70 degrees, and there's like a haze, so I think that's going to burn off here in a little bit. So I will get out and about. Today is my daughter Erica's birthday. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure she has all kinds of plans with her friends, as she should. But I got to at least get my morning birthday squeeze in with her. um, but anyway, I got up, and as we do, I picked up my phone and I start just kind of scrolling through, and I found out that I was gifted a membership to Team Reach Travels. So I'm super excited about that. I love Kiki and Ray and all they have going on their channel, and I'm always happy to be a part of it. Especially on their Sunday shenanigans, but I learned so much from them, and I learned so much from all of the friends that I've been making on YouTube, and I just think that's great, and I think that is very sweet and very generous, and I am happy to be part of the Team Reese travel channel. So thank you for the membership. Um, also, I think I am a member at House of X. They did the same thing maybe a week ago, and I don't know, you guys. I'm just appreciative. I was gonna say I feel like it's ooh, I really feel like it's a gift, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that, and I love hanging out and learning from everybody. So that is really great. Marjorie saying hi. Ooh, happy birthday. Erica Pisces, I see. Yes, yes, she is. Oh, thank you. We love you back. I don't know if Nightbot is on this morning. We will see. I did mess with it. Thank to Kiki. We got Nightbot under control. So I'm thankful for that too. But I think I did try to put in one command for the weather, but I don't even know if I want to try it, because you guys just tell me, how's the weather where you are. Let me test it out again before I have people trying to drop a hashtag to see if the weather will pop up for your city. but I hope it's going to be warm. I'm not sure. Actually, I was watching um, Life with V and Edna's World yesterday because they are at a meetup in Delaware where they're calling it Delication. If you follow Edna's World, every time she goes somewhere, it turns into or takes her grandkids, it turns into a cation. It's friendsgiving cation, it's groupcation, momcation. So they're on a delegation in Delaware, and they started off very fun. They're very excited to see everybody that came, and I know the night ended with a round of King's Cup. So they're having they're having a good time up there. But I think the weather is supposed to be very rainy and it's still cold in Delaware. So I'm not sure exactly what they're going to get up to. Um, I hope the weather does cooperate so they can get out and about and burn up some energy, just like the kids. Let them go outside and play for a little bit. Scott says it is 51 with a high of 74 in Scottsdale. Nice. I haven't been outside yet. We'll see the weather in about 20 minutes. And I know you guys mentioned yesterday that you were heading to Trader Joe's. I need to do that too. Do we have a Trader Joe's haul coming up from you guys? What'd you get? I need to go, and I really like to get eggs from there. I don't know. They have a lot of good stuff, but I like to stock up on that kind of stuff there. Sheena's here. Hey, Sheena, thanks so much for coming in. Speaking of friends, Sheena is probably I've met Sheena in Sea Lake Journeys probably right about the same time, but Sheena was always so welcoming and introducing me to so many YouTube channels, and of course shared her love of jewelry and fun things. And I wish I had my little Caribbean blue heart handy because I love it when she does the rock sales, and I have that to add to my collection. So when I'm not on a cruise, I can look at my Caribbean blue heart and in the background and get reminded. Um, Thank you for the beautiful postcard. Oh, Sheena, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, and that is very timely. Thank you. I need to be better. I'm probably gonna have to start making myself some notes to remind myself to talk about things. I do have the postcard exchange still going on. Just want to keep it rolling, and I sent Sheena a postcard this week, so I'm glad to know that you got it. I have had others come in. Scott from Controversial Cruising, Sea Lake Journeys, Maggie. I'm forgetting people. Kimberly Gila. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anybody, but I have them all hanging up on the calendar. I'm okay. On the refrigerator now with my magnets, and I'm gonna send out a couple more today. So if you would like to participate in the postcard exchange, send me a postcard and I will send you one back. The post office box is P.O. Box 950199 in Lake Mary, Florida, 32795. And that should be on my About page, and I will try and remember to put it in the description box for this video too. Sea Lake Journeys is doing the same thing. If you want to send them a postcard, they will send you one back. And I know the original JT, you guys know JT from her channel now, which is doing great. But she's also one of Edna's World's bestie. So you see her all the time on Wind Down Wednesday. They just got a post office box, excuse me, as well. I don't know that she's asked for anything in particular, but I'm sure she would love a postcard. Who doesn't love a postcard? So if you guys are about to head out for like some spring break trips, road trips, you're heading on a cruise, think of us, drop us a postcard. Let's keep some fun, friendly mail going. That would be awesome. Thank you for the reminder on the thumbs up, Sheena, and sharing me out. I appreciate it. Good morning, Yankee Kyle. How are you doing? Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Um, our next task is to get those reminders over to Nightbot. Well, Kiki, I'm already scared of Nightbot. So I might let y'all lead the way on that. Like I said, I think I set up one for the weather, but I forgot to check it before I got on. So I don't want to mess with Nightbot right now. I much rather talk to you. Hello, Scott Smith. Good morning to you. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. How's the weather where you are this morning? Hopefully, all good. I really hope it's warming up. Maybe you guys don't think it's been a long winter. I know I'm in Florida, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to be whining, but I do think the cold snap has lasted unusually long here this winter. So I'm happy to see the return of the sun. And I don't know what exactly the temperature is going to get up to, but 70s is good to me. It's good to me. Hello, Katina Smith. How are you? Thanks so much. Good morning, my friend. Sitting down with a cup of coffee, and here you are. I hope you here you are today. Good morning. Good morning. Um, yeah, so that was my reminder about the postcards. When I started talking, and I'm sorry, this is like a crazy chair. Look how much I grew. I started talking about the postcards, but before that, I was talking about the memberships, and I'm really excited about my new membership over at Team Reach Travels. But I forgot that when I started this channel, um, I signed up for Buy Me a Coffee. So that page has been neglected because there's so much to keep up with. But I do have a Buy Me a Coffee page. So I need to remember to tell people that the link for that is in the bio. And if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee, or really it's tea, I'm a tea drinker. A cup of tea that is over there. But my channel is growing thanks to you guys, thanks to you and your support, and I appreciate that. I don't know what the exact number is, maybe about 476 on the subscribers, and I'm just trying to get to 500. You guys, I'm trying to get to that halfway mark for the YouTube partial monetization. And when I get there, I guess I can start a membership. I don't know. What do we think? Do I need to do that? I would love the continued support to try and grow the channel and, you know, spruce some things up. Do some things a little different. Um let's see. Everybody's saying good morning to Katina. Cloudy and cool, but around 65 later. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, we rather it not be cloudy, but 65, that's okay. Thanks for the coffee there, Sheena. I love my postcard. I'm glad. It's going to be 78 degrees here today. Wow. Is that normal for this time of year, Sheena? Sheena's in Oklahoma. So that that's exciting. I hope everybody is on a warm up. Or at least can we be done with the snow? Or everybody who's had snow, are you done with the snow? You're I'm at 477. Oh, awesome. I love that it actually really that it says really a T. Yes, really a T. I don't. everybody has probably grown up with coffee. You know, my parents had the Mr. Coffee was big when we were growing up. It was the new latest and greatest. That it had a timer feature so it could turn on by itself in the morning, and I hated the smell of the coffee. Mom would be all excited because, of course, that's gonna get her going and get the day started. But I'm like, oh, coffee. Anyway, my grandmother and aunties introduced me to tea, and so that's my caffeine go to. Sheena says, "Nope, that's not normal weather." Okay, well, I guess you better just enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can. So, anyway, when I get to 500, which hopefully won't be too much longer, maybe I need to start thinking about memberships for this channel too. I think I'm about 2,400 watch hours, and I need to get to 3,000 along with the 500. So we'll just keep going. I'll keep I'll keep getting on here, talking to you guys, putting out some vlogs. Hopefully, you guys or will watch your Nightbot weather is not working. I think you have to. Gosh, what is it? I don't know if it's hashtag weather in your city, or if it's an exclamation point weather in your city. So we'll see. If anybody wants to try that, you're welcome to. Otherwise, don't get mad at me if Nightbot gets testy. Sheena says, "Keep rowing, keep rowing." Yes, I'm just gonna. I like this quote, Dory from Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. Just gonna keep swimming, and I am having a good time. Good time doing that. Meeting so many great people. Like I said, I was talking about how I was watching. Actually, I was watching Life with V because she was live on this delegation that they started yesterday, and I ended up on the phone with our friend Etta from Evolving with Etta, and so I was on the phone with them so long it was like I was there, which is really fun. I think that's been the greatest um, surprise in the most positive way. Not that I didn't think anybody would be nice and welcoming when I met them or had the opportunity to meet them, but people have been exactly what we have been seeing on the screen, and they're saying just fun, warm, welcoming selves, and it's been really great. Um, OMG, yes, delegation, yes, having a blast, despite the cold and rainy weather. Um, what's the next cruise? My next cruise is in June. I'm going to Alaska this time, and I'm really excited. And if you guys have been watching yes, Etta's at delegation too, and she's loving it. um, I'm going to Alaska. I'm super excited about that. And if you've been following the shorts, I've been using the shorts or making shorts from my conversations with all my friends who've already been to Alaska. So Sea Lake Journeys, they already have told me so much about their trips and what they have done and what they loved and what they packed. And I have been using those as shorts. I talked to Veronica from Life with V a couple weeks ago. Same thing. She told me all kinds of things about the excursions. And excuse me, I know I said before that I was worried about packing. Worried because I have no warm clothes. I have very few long sleeve things anymore. And so, yeah, I know you need to layer, but if you don't have warm layers, that was kind of worrying me. So I had been buying a couple of things, nothing crazy, but I want to be prepared for when I get to Alaska. Sounds amazing. Yes, Um, I hope it is. Um, it is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up on the chats here. Sounds amazing. Hello, together we travel. Yes, I'm sure it's going to be a great time on that cruise. And I know Scott is from Controversial Cruising is in here, and he gave me a tip too as far as um, the jackets. I needed a winter jacket because again, I don't have that kind of stuff anymore. You don't normally need it in Florida. And if you've seen any of the funny, there's a guy, I don't know exactly what the name of his channel is. He might be just called Florida Man. Um, showing showing Floridians like creeping out of their house with blankets on and like peeking like, is that cold gone yet? Hysterical. And it's true. Uh, people are like, what? So one of the things that Scott from Controversial Cruising was telling me about were the Columbia jackets because everybody I think had been telling him. Well, I can't. I'm not buying a Columbia jacket because I'm not going to get enough wear out of it to justify that. But you know how I tend to do. I went on Temu and found myself a little jacket. I think for what do we think? It's not exactly a Temu haul, but here's my here's my jacket. Here's my jacket for Alaska, just so I have something. Yes, the 3-in-1 Columbia jacket was more of an investment than I was willing to make. So hopefully I can layer well with this. Um, I live in Katina Smith says I live in Maine, so I swear by LLB. Yes, I know that's good stuff too. I just didn't want to go crazy on the shopping for things um, for this trip. I know I've been complaining about the weather here this winter in Florida, but it really hasn't been that bad by the rest of the country's standards. And I just don't think that even with my trips home to see my family up north, I don't think I would get enough use um, out of the jacket to make it worth that purchase. So anyway, hopefully this will do the trick and I will be warm enough. I mean, we are going in June. I don't expect it to be super cold, but we'll see. Wish me luck. Scott says, very jealous. Been watching Sea Lake Journey vlogs on Alaska too. Enjoy your cruise, Elisa. Thank you so much, Scott. I know I will. Even if I end up cold, which I hope I don't. Oh, sorry. I think I'll be fine. I will be more than happy to be on a cruise ship. I feel like it's been a while, and I'm trying to do better on my planning here. Katina says yes, layers. Yes. So I have a couple of long sleeve things now that I've picked up, and I'm going to layer up and make the best of it. Somebody else was telling me about some wool socks, and this might seem silly to you guys, but really, I don't even have warm socks anymore. So I have the little like pads or the little no rim ankle socks because you just need something when you throw on your sneakers. So I did get a pack of wool socks from Amazon. And again, I grew up in the north and I had all of these things, but it really wasn't much neat. Anyway, I think they come in nice colors now, and they don't seem nearly as scratchy as I remember them as a kid. So I think the sock companies have come a long way. These say warm, keep warm all day, and they're ultra soft. I do think that is true. So those are a couple of things that I have now to try and get ready. Yes, I remember you told me the 3-in-1 Columbia jacket, Scott, but that was a little more of an investment that I wanted to do. Scott Smith saying, "Good morning, fellow Scott." Ooh, nice. Yes, love the color. Oh, thank you. You're going in July. I'm going in June. I'm going in June to Alaska. Um, so that will be. I still have some time to plan for that. Pretty. Thank you, Katina. Hello, Bud Files. I'm not sure if I already said good morning, but good morning. Thanks for coming in. Good job being disciplined. It's so tempting to buy all the things. I know, right? Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to have. Of course, it's fun to buy new things. Please don't misunderstand. I want to shop, but I also want to be able to do as many excursions as possible in Alaska. I know we kind of all of our friends, all of our cruising friends that have gone once doesn't seem to be enough. You know, they've gone a couple of times. Like Life with V, there she went last summer or the summer before, and is going again this year in July with Groupcation. So, or no, they're going in August. They're going in August. Sorry, but I had already had this one planned with my family, so we're going a little ahead of that. Not with the group. But anyway, I always kind of thought of it as a once in a lifetime kind of trip, but my cruising buddies seem to keep going back. Alaska keeps calling. Um, but yeah, I feel like I want to try and do as many excursions as possible, and because I don't know if I'll get to go again, and I think I would rather spend those dollars on the excursion than too much extra shopping ahead of time. So yes, I'm trying to be disciplined. Yeah, Sheena, I do think I'll need a jacket. Everybody is saying at least have one. I guess it again depends on the well, it just depends. You know, the weather is a little unpredictable, but it depends on the excursions that you do. Um, if you're in, I guess, more elevated areas, you will need a jacket, and also it could be rainy, so rainy and cold. I'll need a jacket, a jacket. Sheeta's saying hello to Sue. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, slowly getting ready. Katina saying yes, even up here at night, it gets incredibly cool. After that sun goes down, gotta have a jacket. Yeah. It's so funny because I do remember I've been in Florida for over 20 years now, so it's been a long while. But I do remember when I first moved here and seeing people like pull out wool coats, heavy jackets, and UGG boots when it was like 60 degrees, and I'm like, what the heck? This is not cold. But if you've ever heard anybody say your blood thins out the longer you live down here, it is true. It is true. I cannot take the cold like I used to, and I definitely don't have the wardrobe for it anymore. So, slowly getting some things for that. Good morning, Lori Barber. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday to you. Um, so yeah, so I've been talking about doing the excursions on the Alaska cruise, and I keep picking up my phone and scrolling to the app through the app. And I don't know, last week or the week before, I was telling you guys about some excursions that I was looking at, and I'm still looking at stuff. I'm not going to be in these ports that long. Maybe there might be a situation where I can do two things in one day, but I really have to narrow it down. Lori says it's 60 degrees. I want a fire. Yes, Lori's. Where are you, Lori? You're in Florida too, but I don't know. I don't remember where. What, West Palm area? I don't remember. But it's been chilly. It's been chilly. But as I get ready to start cruising again. So June is the Alaska cruise. July, I'm going back with on a group cruise with the Meet and I gang. That's who I went out on the first group cruise with, my first group cruise with last summer. And I'm going with them again this year. We're going this time to Mexico on the West Coast. So I guess the Mexican Riviera, sailing out of Long Beach, California. So that will be. Oh, Lori says she's in Orange Park near Jacksonville. Oh, I put you the other way. Well, yeah, it gets colder in Jacksonville, so you know what I mean. It's been a little chilly. Been a little chilly. Well, like it's already 71 here, so I hope it's gonna warm up a little more for you today, Lori. Get some Florida sunshine going so you don't have to have a fire going. Do you guys actually have a fireplace? Those are kind of rare around here, but it's a nice thing to have. So, anyway, as I'm getting ready for these cruises, I was thinking about how you guys come and cruise out of Port Canaveral, which I love. It's very convenient for me to cruise out of there, and they have so many nice, big new ships that are home porting in Port Canaveral. So if I go out of there, it's really easy to get to. But I know people have questions when they come into town and what to do. The thing that I get asked the most, and I'm not a travel agent, so I can tell you what I know as far as getting around, but I don't have specific hotel recommendations or anything like that. But the thing that people ask me the most is, what is there to do? What can they do when they get here before they head to Port Canaveral or before they board? Most people come in a day ahead of time. If you're able to come earlier than that because you want to do the theme parks, that's great. But you also may not want to go in. The theme parks are wonderful. I love them. I'm a Disney girl for sure, but they're pricey. So if you're trying to save your funds for your cruise adventure, you don't necessarily want to spend a small fortune here in the Orlando area on things to do that first day that you arrive, because you're about to head out on the cruise ship. So what I've been doing the last couple of weeks is trying to show things that you can do that don't break the bank, but are still fun and are, Florida things to see and do. So are there things, and you guys can let me know, leave comments, if there's something in particular that you are interested in seeing or knowing about, and if I can check those out, I will show you them. I will show you them. I know I've done vlogs on the Titanic Museum exhibit. Love that. Definitely recommend that. Not super expensive, even if you wanted to go like for an evening show. That I thought that was a lot of fun. Um, not yesterday. What am I saying? Last Saturday, I did the drive just over to Tampa, I didn't go to the port, but there's a lot of things to do in the port of Tampa if you're cruising out of there, or if you're here and you have a car. It's not terribly far to drive over there and to see all of that. Um, what else? I want to go back over to International Drive, which honestly, that's not an area that I go to when it's high tourist season, which it was about to be. It's about to be very busy because of spring breaks. Um, but there are some fun things to do over there as well, including some sort of mini family theme parks. Sorry, I'm shrinking again on my chair. Some mini theme parks. There's a place called Fun Spot that is more family friendly, especially cost wise. That the kids can go and ride all kinds of fun rides and eat all kinds of fun theme park foods, and it's usually really enjoyable. So maybe I'll head over there to just show you guys that. But anyway, just stuff like that. So if those are things that you are interested in or are planning to come to sail out of Orlando / Port Canaveral, you might want to know about. So thought I would show that. Um, yes, fireplace. I'm reading 72 right now. Okay, nice, Lori. It's when you get that chill in the bones. It's hard to shake. That's why you need your tea or your coffee, whatever, your hot cocoa, something to warm you up. Can't have the chill in your bones. Sounds amazing. Thanks, Sheena. Um, and I know you're making your plans. You're gonna make your way down here on one of these ships one of these days. I hope it's sooner than later. I hope it's sooner than later. So, what are you guys up to this Saturday? Um, hey, Michael, the realist, how are you doing? Thanks so much. Happy Saturday. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I was saying it today is Erica's birthday. Um, I know she's stirring. I really am gonna have to get a new chair. That's like the first thing I'm gonna have to do. I'm not the tallest person, but it is her birthday, and of course, she had plans with friends last night. So I think I hear her stirring, but we gotta celebrate her birthday today. So um, that's what my Saturday is on tap for my Saturday, and then we'll do a family dinner in the evening. So that'll be nice. I got a savings folder. Awesome, Sheena. Happy birthday, Erica. I will tell her. I will tell her. Thank you, Lori. I will tell her. Scott Smith saying, good for you, Sheena. Just keep at it and you'll be cruising in no time. That's right. Thank you for the happy birthdays to Erica. I will tell her, Kiki. Absolutely. She'll be ear to ear grinning. Yes, just keep it up. Keep it up. And that's one of the things that I really love about cruising and working with a travel agent. If you know you don't have to work with the travel agent. They definitely have other ways for you to sort of put yourself on a payment plan to pay for your cruises. But I love that it's the one price. You just keep at it. If you book that cruise, what are they booking? Probably a year and a half out, maybe 2 years in some situations. You just keep chipping away at it. Just keep chipping away at it until you have it all paid off. It's a great way to get that cruise going. Um, Happy birthday to Erica. I wish you everything good in life with your cooking and baking. I will tell her. She definitely loves her baking. Actually, we went in. I had to go into the office this week. We had like just an in-person training, and Erica's like, I'm making something. And so she made these lemon glazed, wait, I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, lemon glazed cookies. Oh my gosh, they were awesome. She did really great. um, I recommend a TA for MSC Cruises. Yes, I hear their website is not very friendly, or not very user friendly, I should say. And lots of people still have questions about the setup. I'm not sure if Kiki is still in the chat, but even they had some difficulty in getting things all situated on their account once they were on board. So that's a good tip, Lori. And just to for those who maybe who haven't used a travel agent, or are concerned that that somehow adds to the price, it doesn't. They are compensated through the cruise line. They're not charging you. Now, if you want to go super high end, where you have um, people who do more of a, what's the word, sort of a boutique kind of set up, and they charge, that's different, and that's your choice. But most travel agents do not do that. In fact, they are trying to help you get the best deal that you could possibly get, and they know about the specials and the perks and the all the things that you may not be aware of if you've never cruised before. So I highly recommend working with a travel advisor. I haven't had my friend Chris on in a while. Maybe I need to give him a ring and let him talk. But I've known Chris from Atlas Global Travel for over the 20 years that I've been in Florida, and have used have done my bookings always through him, and so great, and always so knowledgeable, and is they just want you to go and have a great time. So always willing to help you with that. So, yes, I hear that MSC is a good deal pricing wise, but also a little challenging in trying to make sure you get it all situated the way you want. Um, I'm waiting for Walmart. I bought a toaster. I don't know what that means. Hey, bro, talking to Scott. Happy weekend to you and your family. I'm going to watch cruises on YouTube today to get motivation. Oh, absolutely. That is great motivation. And I don't know if I've said this before, guys, but I before I started the channel, this was such a happy accident for me. I really did not watch a lot of YouTube. I mean, I think I Googled how to things every once in a while, it would end up leading me to a video. But when I started the channel, I really just thought it was going to be a new way to save and share with my family um, my cruises. Really, I felt like we have so many things just sitting on our phone. Back in the day, and I know I'm dating myself, but back in the day, you used to rush home from your vacations and get your film dropped off so that it could be developed, and you could start your album or your scrapbook or whatever you were going to do with your pictures, put them in frames. But since the invention of the smartphones, I felt like I just had all this stuff sitting on my phones and I wasn't looking at them. I was always afraid that I was going to lose them, because you know how phones do sometimes. And I just wanted a way to keep that going. And then I realized that, oh my gosh, people are talking about cruises. What? People are showing their real life cruises. You know how many times people would ask me about a cruise, or what you book, or where you're going, or whatever. It's like, I could do that. I could tell you guys about that. So, yeah. All that to say is that it was a happy accident. And yes, the YouTube thing is work, but it has been fun work for me, and I plan on keeping on. I'm definitely not going to stop cruising anytime soon, so why not? Why not show you too? So I hope you find some good videos. Again, I'm not sure if oh yeah, I think they're still in. I think Kiki's still in the chat. I love I love big ships, and I can't wait to go on. It might be a little while before I can go on Icon, but I mentioned the other two cruises, but I'm supposed to go on the Wonder of the Seas, which is already now the second largest in the world. Remember, it wasn't that long ago that it was the biggest cruise ship in the world. It's already got bumped down to number two. But anyway, I'm excited to go on that in October again with family. And I'm really excited about that. The bigger ships to me are fun and lots to do and lots to see and all of that. But I do see how that can be completely overwhelming for a first time cruiser. So Sheena, don't feel like there's you're only cruising right if you go on one of these big mega ships. No, you can go on a smaller mid-sized ship and have a great time and learn all about it. The older ships are not bad. They're not, they're not crusty. They're just a little bit older. But the service will be great. The adventure will be great. You'll whatever you choose will be awesome, an awesome time. I think you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. The only thing I fear is sick people on cruises. Yeah, now I was gonna talk about like the seasickness thing, but I know that there was talk about norovirus. Was it like last week or the recently talking about that on cruise ships. My experience, especially on Royal Caribbean, and I know this can happen on any ship. I'm not putting any of the other ones down. They are um, the hand sanitizers and the reminders to wash your hands, especially before you go into the buffets, is constant. So yeah, everybody really needs to do their part. I know they're big trips and people don't want to miss them, but if you're sick, be considerate of others. Don't don't go and contaminate everybody. And certainly if you're there, wash your hands, use the hand sanitizer before you go into anywhere that other people are going to come behind and be touching things that you have just touched. Have any of you had an issue getting sick after a cruise? I personally have not, but I did not cruise like during the initial restart of the pandemic. My times that I've been sick on a cruise have been just seasickness, motion sickness. And I don't want to go all into that, but you guys know I pack everything in the kitchen sink so that I don't experience that too bad. But I'm probably behind on the chat. So if anybody has anything to share about getting sick on or after a cruise, please share with Sheena so we can help her as she tries to make her way onto one of these ships. Team Reach Travel says, "Oh, I had a time with the MSC website." Yeah. And she is a seasoned cruiser. She books these trips all the time. So yeah, it's nothing wrong with getting help from your friends so that you can navigate that. Michael saying hi. Oh, I'm behind. Sorry, guys. I use a PVP for Carnival, but Bruce has been a godsend for MSC. Bruce said ocean to ocean. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I know you could use your I don't know what PVP stands for. Is it personal it's a personal planner for Carnival. I know they are very helpful. I need toast. Well, I hope you get your toaster, Sheeta. Uh, Michael saying hello to T Reach Travels. Happy weekend. I have been on YouTube forever, living through people's camera lenses. Yeah, yeah, and I know people, not just cruisers, but I those are the channels that I'm watching the most. That and Alaska right now, because I want to know all about it. But yeah, people are very willing to share and to show you so that just so yeah, there's so many choices that you can make, but having the information, so what's out there is really really a great thing. Team Reach Sheena, yes, we have gotten sick after a cruise, but only once or twice out of 14 cruises. Yes, so I just say take the same precautions that you normally take. Um, yeah, you have to watch people. I know Sheena, you with your health issues, you're always extra concerned and extra careful. I would say those same things that you normally do as far as being around people. If you mask, wear a mask. If you have your hand sanitizer, use that. If you want to use gloves as you're going through the buffet line, do that. I was talking about the other day, I have a little air purifier, a mini travel one that I take, and I plug it up in my cabin. Do that. Do take those same precautions that you normally would, um, and just sort of distance yourself. If you want to stay in the open air environment, there's definitely opportunities to do that. Either your balcony, the Lido deck, smaller venues, it's definitely doable. Um, Scott Smith says, I found YouTube the same way. Now I rarely watch TV anymore. Yeah, you have to balance it out. I have to balance it out. I used to be, I still am. I still like the news, not the political news, just the news. Grow up, you do it, reading the newspaper, and so I like to turn on the news. And yeah, I have to remind myself that I've seen cruise news, but I haven't seen the news. You need to know what's going on. So yeah, you gotta. It's definitely addictive, and as you just kind of scroll through, you can spend hours watching everybody. Lori says, Sheena, I feel you. I watched the Amazon truck go back and forth in my subdivision for delivery before me, and I wanted my chocolate covered peanuts. Yeah, that's the worst. And do you guys get the notification when they're close and they tell you how many more stops? It can be good, like you said, when you're waiting for something, but it also can drive you nuts. Like, get here already. I love big ships, and I cannot lie. Yeah, you remember when we said that? When I said that, talking to Tracy and James from the traveling type. Yeah, I like the big ships. But I like cruising. I like cruising, as you guys know. So they're all pretty good. The ones that their time has passed and they've served us well have gone out of commission. They keep the ships, or try to keep the ships up to date, and refurbish them if needed. Sheena, you're welcome. We tend to take extra immunity supplements leading up to the cruise, Airborne or CVS version of Airborne. Yes, I have my Airborne. That is one of those things that I need to restock, that I just keep. I have them at home, or have them for regular use too. Every once in a while, I feel like I better take that little booster. So I do my Airborne. Great tip, thank you. Um, crusty. I know I kind of crack myself up too, Sheena. That's a problem. 2 tickets for the most crusty ship you got. If that's your thing, if that's your thing. I haven't been sick in 7 years, so I don't remember what that feels like. Well, we're not trying to get you to remember what that feels like. I'm glad that it's been 7 years. It's been 7 years. And maybe, Sheena, as you're making your plans, I don't know if this is something that you're concerned about, like just the number of crowds, the size of the crowds rather. Like, don't go during the peak seasons. Um, when the kids are out of school on spring break, um, although your daughter's probably going to go too, um, and during um, summer, the height of the summer is going to be the ships are going to be the most full. So even if it's a week or two ahead of those peak times, could make a big difference as far as how full the ships are. Hurricane season, I take the chance because I'm here, and of course I get the travel insurance, but the weather is usually still very warm. The prices are usually a little bit lower, but I don't know if that's a good thing to do on your first time cruise because we want it to go smooth. But they're not those ships are not usually as full. They're full, but they're not max capacity. Um, so anyway, however, I don't go out a lot, so I would probably catch it all. No, Sheena, you're just gonna catch all the fun. That's what you're gonna catch. That's what you're gonna catch. Carry that hand sanitizer with you. And again, after you fill your plate in the buffet, washy washy. Yes, that's what they tell us, Sheena. Washy washy. They're literally people. I'm going to call them greeters, literally greeters outside the buffets, saying washy washy. Don't forget to wash your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands. Anybody who's just gotten off of a ship like in the last month or something, you can tell us how aggressive is the wrong word, but how how strict they are. I mean, they don't want to block your entrance, but they're doing everything but blocking your entrance to get you to stop and wash your hands or use the hand sanitizer before you go in, because obviously that is bad for business. If anybody is spreading germs. Michael, I have a curious question. Have you ever witnessed an argument between other cruisers? Just wondering how they avoid each other stuck on the same ship. I have witnessed arguments, but it's family or people who are traveling together. And so, yeah, I don't recommend. I mean, life happens, right? Maybe you don't realize just how annoying that thing is that he or she does until you're in the cabin for a week. But for the most part, travel with people you get along with, that you get along with, and that you know that you can live with, even on a cruise ship. I have not witnessed other cruisers, like people who don't know each other, in any kind of serious argument or fisticuff. I know it happens, but I have not seen it. I think last year when I was um, on the Carnival Conquest on that group cruise, there was talk of a fight or two in the nightclub, and not to categorize anybody. But I do think that those were younger people who had been um, very much participating in the cheers package, the drink package. So I definitely don't feel like it's an all out brawl on any of the cruise ships. Um, but like anything else, you have to be careful. If you feel like there's been a shift in the room where everybody's just having a good old time to people about to go to blows, maybe that's your cue. Maybe it's time for you to go catch trivia in the other location. Maybe it's time for you to go grab that pizza over at the, you know. Um, I watched Elisa live her last cruise. It was wild. Again, Sheena, I was so overly ambitious. I was so excited to try and go live. To try and go live and to show you. I had been talking so much about the build up to that cruise that I was like, oh, the Wi-Fi is working. Oh, I could go live. I was trying to do it all. I was trying to go and I did my muster drill. I think I dropped bags off in the cabin and then I went straight to go and get something to eat. The buffet line was packed, but I had you guys on live, and I had to go and find some food. I ended up getting sushi, but then I couldn't find a place to sit down to eat it. It was funny. And then when I finally got to the table where all of my friends were hanging out, the Lido deck was packed and Sail Away was about to start. So everybody was out and ready to follow the fun squad and get out there and dance and just get the cruise started. So it was packed for sure. It was packed. I think that's the only time on a cruise that you ever feel like it's that many people on the ship at one time, because after that everybody disperses and everybody starts going to see the things that they want to see and do. But especially on Carnival, the Sail Away party is a huge deal, and you want to get out there and see it. So all that to say is you're not usually going to feel like you're traveling with all those people all the time throughout your whole cruise, because they're everywhere else. um, 0 times sick after 40 cruise, except the self-induced one with chocolate martinis. Yup. Those will get you. They taste pretty much like chocolate milk after a couple. So I can see that. Lori Sheena says that sounds fantastic. We cruise January, April, May, and September. Yep, good times. I think you're probably saying that in relation to the crowds. When's a good time? September sounds good to me. Yeah, yes. You still, especially if you're going to the Caribbean, you still have the very warm weather. It doesn't usually, tropics don't start heating up really until later. Um, so you're usually good. My birthday month. Oh, awesome. That's, yes, go on a cruise for your birthday. November and December minus Thanksgiving seem to be cheaper cruises too. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Sort of the off season time. Hurricane season does go to the end of November. So again, if you're going to book during that time, even though it's the prices are cheaper, it's worth your while to get the travel insurance. It really is. Um, just in case. If they have to cancel, um, you're gonna get your refund, but you're not, or another cruise, but your flights would not be included in that necessarily unless you booked it all through the cruise line, or if you've already arrived at your port in your hotel, and there's expenses to get there. So if you're gonna cruise during that time, get the insurance. You should get the insurance anyway, but definitely then. Great tip, Scott. They were very enthusiastic on Icon. They were in costume the whole time and singing so many versions of the Washi Washi song. Yes, saw that on your vlogs. Taco, they were dressed in all kinds of stuff. Taking notes. Don't take family to avoid arguments. Listen, people. We all have a lot of things in common. We have more things in common than not, right? And I know everybody's mama, grandmama, dad, granddad, uncles. They told you to act like you had some sense when you left the house, right? Act like you had some home training or some version of that phrase, whatever your family says. Do that when you go on a cruise too. Do that. If family arguments, maybe not think that that's the time that you're going to resolve them. Probably not Thanksgiving either, but maybe don't bring it up when you're in the cruise cabin. Just saying. I use it again after the serving utensils and the chair and the buffet. I think she's still talking about the hand sanitizer. Yes, absolutely. You keep it handy. Keep it handy. Those little pocket-sized ones are great. I like the little ones that have the spray pump too, or the little I don't know what brand that is, but they have the little snap packet. So if you just have a couple in your pocket or on your lanyard or in your little pouch, easy to have extra hand sanitizer close by. If you don't get along at home, being on a cruise ship doesn't change that. Much tighter room quarters, so it probably will be worse. Exactly. People are the same on the cruise ship as they are at home. And I always think that there's plenty of there I don't think there is absolutely plenty of food and food choices. So, if they're just hangry, let them get something to eat, maybe order some room service. But yeah, I wouldn't, I would avoid those topics if you think it's about to be a trigger. Um, I haven't seen fights either, but hubby did in the disco. Yeah. Again, the nightclub is fun, but it's also you can see how that's could be problematic for somebody. Again, if you feel like the vibe has changed. The silent disco, well, I did not witness the fights in the disco myself, but the silent disco, everybody's just chilling. They're in their own little zone, rocking out to whatever channel they have on. Maybe that's it. Just stick to the silent disco. Oh, you're welcome, Michael. You're welcome. No problem. It was a fantastic live stream, Elisa. I did have sushi. I did have sushi. Um, it was delicious and fresh, and even the guys making the sushi were like happy to that I'm like, I'm on live. They're like, okay. Everyone was at the bar. Everyone was at the bar. Everybody was at the bar. We were at the Red Frog. At the Red Frog. I don't want to say pub because I don't think it's called the pub on the Lido deck. We were at the Red Frog bar, and that was very fun. Do they have a package with room service? Um, as far they have different menus, right? So as far as I know, every cruise line has some free items on a room service menu, and um, so you can take advantage of that. If you want to order something that's not on that free menu but on the room service menu, they will tell you what the additional charge is, and it's like I want to say in the $5 range, that kind of thing. If there's anybody who normally orders room service and knows about that, but there's not a package for room service that I'm aware of. Yep, no room service package, right? Yes, but you can absolutely order, or if you get something and bring it back to your room, you can do that easily. Um, some cruise lines is included just tip deliver. Yep, absolutely. Different cruise lines, like I said, have different amounts of things that you can get off of the room service menu without a charge. So that's definitely an option. And even if it's a $5 charge plus a tip, if that's worth it to you, do that. Red Frog Rum Bar on Lido. Thank you, Scott. See, I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't the pub. The pub is the one inside. The welcome committee. Oh, is that what I was calling the the people at the? Oh, you mean the welcome committee at the Red Frog Bar that day, Kiki? Yes, we definitely had a welcome committee. They were all set up. All the people who had their own channels were going live too. So that was part of my inspiration as well. I was trying to hang with the big dogs. I was trying to learn from the serious vloggers there and how to do. And they were all set up and just shouting out our names as they saw us come through. That was amazing. Again, that was Veronica, Life with V, ready with her whistle. Edna's World. I think Dre from Trippin' and Dre with Michelle were there. Everybody, your favorite couple, everybody, they were there, and just we were so excited to see each other, even though most of us had just seen each other at the hotel. We were so excited that we were there and the cruise was about to be under the way. Yes, yelling everybody's names as we boarded. It was like, I mean, I knew I was going to see them, and some of them I literally just saw because we all we all traveled to the port together, got through security, got on board, and then split up to do our muster drills at our different stations. We didn't have much time to do anything else, but yet there were several who were already there, set up, ready to go. They're not. That was not amateur hour. I was the amateur hour. But yes, that was amazing. That was amazing. The way I look at it, I've already paid for food for the week in cruise fare, so I bring it back to the room. Just remember, the fridge is just a cooler. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. If there's something that you want to bring back, it like you said, it is just a cooler, so it's not something that you're going to be able to hold on to for the whole week. But I mean, I wouldn't bring my steak back because first of all, I don't eat steak, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't bring something like that you're not a big thing that you're not going to be able to finish that day because there's no microwave. Yeah, in the room, but you can definitely bring your desserts back. If you grab a couple slices of anything, if you want to bring food back, and even from the main dining room, if you ask them, they'll put a cover on it for you, like a room service cover or the serving cover, and let you bring it back. People have done that for me before when when I did have seasickness and I couldn't sit in the dining room. They brought my meals back to me, and I kind of picked at it as I could. So yeah, absolutely. You have absolutely paid for your food, and it's no problem to bring something back to your room. Just the cabin steward is going to come through, and they're going to clean up those dishes. So just don't, be considerate about it. Like stack up the stuff that you're not gonna use anymore or you're done with. You can put your tray outside the door and they will get that as well. Um, but I don't know about you guys, but I don't really like just be strategic about when you put the tray outside the door. Nobody wants to walk through the hallway and see all these dirty dishes. That's just me, sorry. But yeah, they will take that, no problem. Yes, that was a great point from Lori. Get your food and go. MSC would not let me take my food back to the room. I get it, but was annoyed. What? I haven't heard that, but I don't know much about MSC other than what you guys are now um, sharing. So they have a policy that nothing can go back from like what the main dining room, or tell us more, Kiki. Um, and I wonder if, and I think we talked about that a little bit on your live, about MSC. If we think is this just a European thing? Um, do they not do that? They're not set up for the to go system? What was the reason that you weren't allowed to bring something back to your room? Um, Thanks for that, Team Reese. Yes, we got Yacht Club. Yeah, so we shouldn't be in need for food. Yes, I hear that is the way to go, on MSC, in the Yacht Club. Um, that they have the separate eating area, and they have the I guess it's more of the concierge setup. So there's always stuff. Take baggies and hide in purse. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but I've heard great things about Yacht Club. Yes, Sea Lake Journeys talks about the Yacht Club too on MSC, and they really, really enjoyed it. In fact, I think that they have said that that's the only way that they will do MSC again. They will continue to sail MSC, but it will be in the Yacht Club. Yep, the main dining room. RJ wanted to take his dessert to the room and they wouldn't let him. Oh, well, that's not nice. We know how we feel about that. Anyway, can't be messing with RJ. Why would you not let him take his dessert? Room service is free on MSC, or yes, in general. Oh, maybe that's what you're saying. Or could you have ordered the dessert for room service for him to have in the room? I think they didn't want to chance someone eating it later after improper storage and getting sick. Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. Um, I don't know that that's the reasons that people are getting sick, but okay. That's reasonable. It's kind of like alongside of what I was saying with the steak. You don't, or a pork dish or something like that. Something that needs to be properly refrigerated and warmed. So anyhow, that is good to know. That is good to know. I did like jot down a couple things on my phone because I said I always forget to say stuff. If I think Nightbot has been reminding people to like and subscribe, leave a friendly comment at the end of this if you can. If you're able to share it out, as Bamanola and others say, tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your mama's friend. Tell the lady at Walmart, the garbage man, the pizza man, everybody um, about the channel and what we do. And come on over if you want to talk about cruising, because that's what we do. I did. Oh, I read that. Carnival doesn't like the main dining room dishes out of dining room, not that they are real China. They don't. They don't like it, but I don't. It's you can bring it back. I think everybody has had a plate or a cup or something, excuse me, from Lido Deck, and it might, excuse me, it might actually be that they're trying to keep the correct number of dishes in cups in rotation, and we've got them all piled up in our cabins. That's a problem. So yeah, don't try to save it for the whole time that you're on the cruise, but if you want to take something back, finish it and then have it taken away. That is a thing for sure. I get cheese plates in the main dining room. Oh, and put in baggies. Okay. I've heard people talk about that on the with the cookies. They like to save cookies and brownies and that kind of stuff. Um, I usually before you head out, I try to grab like a piece of fruit that I can have in my bag for a little snack as you head out on an excursion. I usually take a couple of prepackaged things in my bag anyway, like some peanut butter crackers or a small thing of chips or something like that, just so you have a little snack. I'm not a big, and I think Lori was making the point too. Is like I've already paid for food on my cruise, so I'm personally not a huge fan of going out to restaurants in port. Um, if I happened on something, um, and we're hungry and we stop for a drink or whatever, that's fine. But I don't feel the need to go and pay for food. Now, maybe there's something that you really, really want to try that place is famous for. That's great. That's fine. Do that. But I feel like I plan my meals around being able to eat on the ship. I personally like going to the main dining room because I'm on vacation and I feel like I want to be served. Let them bring it to me. But they have great food on the buffet too. So there's lots of options. You definitely should not be going hungry on any of these cruises. There's plenty of food and food options. Oh, that's the same thing. My screen just kind of flickered, but that was Lori talking about her baggy system. Yeah, so I don't I'm not trying to go and buy more food out there, but I know there are plenty of foodies and plenty of people who like to go and try different things. Um, but I also get a little bit worried about, and Sheena was saying that too about just being concerned about getting sick, especially in Mexico when they still tell you don't drink the water, drink bottled water. That's true of some of the other spots too. I don't want to risk, however, the food was prepared and being sick, but that's just me. Um, I'm take I'm talking of food. I'm starved. Going for breakfast. Good to see you all. Enjoy your breakfast, Lori. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm glad you could make it this morning. Oh my gosh, it's almost 11 o'clock. I've been just chatting away here. I appreciate all of you hanging out um, with me. I need to figure out some food myself this morning. I'm a breakfast person. It's already almost 11 o'clock, so that limits some places you can go. That means I might have to go into my own kitchen, and poor Sheeta's still waiting for her toaster. Do not get a frosted mug in Mexico. You don't know what water was used. Yep, exactly. So I know. Good point, Lori. Yeah, I know. I think people think about only like not not getting water from say a water fountain or just a glass of tap water when they would go there. And I'm not knocking any. I know I love going to all these locations, but if you are worried about having an upset stomach or being sensitive to that kind of thing, don't just be smart about what you buy and consume when you're on the islands because it's going to be different than what you're used to at home. I've seen things where they're making these giant. I mean, you might as well call it a tub of margaritas or some other drink with tequila in it, and probably the tequila is gonna gonna kill anything that's in it, but I do worry about like how is that giant tub washed? Iceberg lettuce should be eaten with care, lots of water to grow. Yep, yep. So if you're thinking about, I'm just saying Mexico because we've been talking about Mexico. If you're thinking about tacos or fajitas or anything like that, where you're gonna put the lettuce on, yeah, that would add to your water intake there. So you have to think about that. Have to think about that. Good point, Lori. Didn't think about that. Yeah, just saying. If you have a strong constitution, my grandparents used to call it a cast iron stomach. Nothing's gonna bother you. Um, that's fine. Go for it. But if you are concerned, those are just things to be thinking about. Well, I think I'm gonna end this live at an hour and a half. I've just been chatting away. Thank you guys so much for jumping on this morning. I really appreciate it. I hope that you all have a great weekend. Enjoy it. I hope the weather gets good, warms up for everybody. Oh, I'm glad you had a great time, Sheena. I'm so glad you could jump in and join us. So happy to see you and everybody. Um, Again, thank you so much. I know I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting close to that halfway point, and I appreciate the support. So please keep watching. If you have the ability to run a playlist, do that. Help me keep these watch hours growing. Leave me a comment in any of the videos or in the chat to this live stream, letting me know if there's something that you're interested in seeing in the Orlando area or on the way to Port Canaveral, so that you'll know. Still have the postcard exchange going. If you're traveling anywhere, or you, even just from your hometown where you are, if there's something somewhere that you can grab a postcard or two, send it. I'll happily send you one back for some fun mail. Again, that post office box is 950199, Lake Mary, Florida 32795. So that would be awesome. I think I mentioned Sea Lake Journeys is doing the same. I don't know their post office box off the top of my head, but you could go on over and check their page and send them one as well. Same with the original JT, and I believe that's a split of the post office box between the original JT, Edna's World, and of course Kisha. So if you wanted to drop them a line, I'm sure they would love that too. Same to you, friend. Thank you so much, Michael. Team Reese Travels, we will do that. Thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, you guys just have a great weekend. I will be back on Monday for the Monday mood check at 7 p.m. So I hope to see you all back for that. I will have some more shorts this week. I think I might be at the end of the Alaska with Sea Lake journeys, but like I said, I talk to other people all had a million things to tell me about it. So there might be some more of those chats coming up. I'm going to continue my Look Who's Cruising Now next month. So be on the lookout for those postings that you can set the notifications for that. And yeah, just like you guys said, I'm just going to keep on going, going to keep on swimming. Gonna keep on swimming. And I'm very, very thankful and appreciative of the friends and the support. And I hope that doesn't change. So happy cruising, happy dreaming about cruises, happy talking about cruises. And I will see you guys all back hopefully on Monday, if not before then. So take care. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Saturday. And I will talk to you all again soon. Bye. And thanks for the birthday wishes for Erica. I will definitely let her know. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Scott.